Okay, we're here at David Nelson Jewelers. Larry Walsh, our Will County Executive. Larry, it's been almost 6 years now since We'll Buy Local started up. And, you know, it was back in the day when the big boxes started to invade town, and these people took a stand.
Absolutely, and I applaud them all, you know, as we saw Black Road build out, you know, and in the ideas of that you've always talked about is, you know, where's the first places people go that are looking for a donation for a fundraiser that they're having, or to sponsor a little league team, or whatever it is. It goes. You go to the local. You go to the local businessman that you do business with. You go to the local bar, and that. But you go to the big box stores, well, we'll have to send a request into corporate, you know, in Washington, D.C. Right. So you might as well kiss that goodbye. So the local stores are your local people, a lot of family-oriented that have raised families on doing a business and at the local corner. And so, you know, I applaud Tim Reilly and all them and Jimmy Boucher and everybody that has taken and played a role, and you have done a great job on WJOL, you know, broadcasting and announcing all that. And look at tonight, a very nice crowd here, big turnout. But that's because you were speaking, I heard.
Yeah,
yeah,
right. Yeah.
Anyway, so I mean that's what is it about? And as we see the transition in Will County taking place from smaller communities, you know, like even Shanahan, you know, and you welcome them, the big boxes, you welcome new businesses, but you know the community and the residents, you know, need to continue to support those that were there first, you know, and made their community what it was, and that the big boxes and the other, you know, chain stores, whatever, they come there because of what they see as a community.
Well, and they do see a community that's been built on small businesses like David Nelson. David Nelson's been here for 25 years.
Yes, exactly right. Yeah, you go out to the mall and you walk around and you walk into umpteen jewelers at every corner almost. And but here, David, you know, a guy that's going to remember your name every time you walk in the door.
Yep.
And you don't need to reintroduce yourself. You're a customer of David's. He remembers, and not only remembers you when you walk in the door, but remembers when he sees you at the Rialto Theater or whatever else is going on. So that kind of networking and that kind of support is hard to find, but we need to keep pursuing and promoting buy locally. So
shop local, we'll buy locally. Thanks, Larry.
Okay, it's always great to be with you guys.
We're at David Nelson Exquisite Jewelers on Jefferson, and this is the very first time, I believe, that Channel 6 has had the opportunity to be at one of the Will Buy Locally Alliance. And we've got some great independent business people here to share with you, and we're going to do that with Richard Ainsworth. I know most of you know Richard from the studio he had around University of St. Francis. He's moved that studio now and has joined and merged and partnered with the great folks down at Gallery 7. So first of all, welcome. It's good to have you here, Richard.
It's good to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about the new show. Every 6 or 7 weeks you have a new show?
We do, and I just started working this afternoon on the new show for the Christmas holidays, and it's our own work. It's our members show.
Oh, great.
Annual members show.
Great. Now, if you haven't been downtown, what a great time to do this during the Festival of Trees, and all the trees are lit, and excitement, and kind of the winter wonderland of downtown Joliet. So tell the folks where you're located, your hours, and maybe just give them a little bit of a teaser of some of the works that they'll be seeing.
Okay, we're at 116 North Chicago Street, which is the building just north of the Rialto. Sometimes people call it 2 Rialto Square. In fact, that's above the door. But we're in Suite 102. When you walk in, you can't miss it. It's on the first floor. You can see our windows on the sidewalk. We've got a huge collection of gift items this year.
Great.
We've expanded our artist roster, and we've got pottery and glassware. We've got Beverly Deckman, who did the hand-blown crystal ornaments that I had on Taylor Street for years. People can come to Gallery 7 now and get those same ornaments. Not the same ornaments because they're unique.
Yeah.
Each one is unique, but they can fill in their gaps in their tree.
Yeah. Stocking stuffers, and also just something very unique about something that's made by an artisan. And the Gallery 7 is located,
In
once again,
downtown Joliet on Chicago Street, just north of the Rialto. And everything we have is made in either in Joliet or locally in Illinois.
yeah, and it fits perfectly with this organization.
Right.
You were mentioning to me maybe a week or so ago, I asked you, how was business? It was one of these off days, and you said it's remarkable because there were tourists who had stopped in the gallery.
Right. Valentina over at the drive-in, the
Route 66 diner.
diner,
Yeah.
yeah, sends people over. She told me Saturday she sees our light on, and when people come in, they've been to the museum and they have lunch there, and they say, "Well, what else can we see?" She says, "See that light over there?"
Follow the light.
Yeah. So we're working, we're networking,
Yeah.
and we're open longer hours now. We're open from 10 till 4 Monday through Friday, and 10 till noon on the first Saturday of every month. So those just started October 1st.
Great. Now, you have had some really neat events at the gallery. I recall there was a couple of dance events, and anything planned for 2015 or what we have left of the year?
Saturday we had a watercolor workshop with Bill Bartelt from Joliet. In the 13th of December, we've got a glass fusing demonstration by Larry Semilio. He's the artist we've represented for about a year now. If you come in, you can see amazing things that he's done with glass. He's going to show people how he does that.
Great.
He's going to bring kilns and set up a workshop right in the gallery.
So if we were to come on the 13th of December, we would see this artist.
Right.
At the same time, he's making the glass. Can you purchase some of this as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it's on sale right now. It's ready to go right now, and he's got beautiful gift boxes, and he's a professional.
Yeah. Well, it's just steps away from the parking deck too, by the way. It's 50 cents an hour in the parking deck. It's convenient, it's easy, it's steps away from the gallery. And if you've been to Chicago lately, if you know someone in Chicago, it's a low $23. So come to Joliet for 50 cents an hour for practically free parking.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Between two parking decks.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Can't miss.
Very good.
Thank
you. I met this young lady. She was the first one to come into the jewelry store for the meeting today. It's a social hour, by the way, and then they have a meeting. And we'll have someone come up and tell you a little bit more about the actual organization. But this is Vi Rank from Romeoville. Vi Rank is an investment and insurance broker over at 13 Beacon Avenue in Romeoville, Illinois. And welcome to Joliet.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. Is this your first meeting?
Oh, no. I've been a member of the Will Buy Local Alliance for 3-4 years.
Well, then you can tell the folks what this organization is all about.
It's for small businesses that, not box stores, but just individual small businesses, all for Will County, all over.
Throughout Will County and independently owned.
Independently owned, yes.
All right, so now what kind of insurance do you sell?
I do auto, homeowners, life, health, commercial, liability, gem shop.
Well, you're a broker, so you can, if I come into your office, I can go from A, B, C, D. I can choose, and today it's almost a necessity to know because there's different levels, different prices, all kinds of government things, and everything else. Are you up on all that?
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, definitely.
Now
Yeah.
you also do investments.
Yes, I do. I'm an investment advisor, and I do stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, 401ks, annuities,
Perfect time of the year. This is a time to plan right now.
Yes, it is.
Get ready for 2015.
Yes, I'm getting ready. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, good. Well, your phone number and your address and the name of your company, and we'll let the folks know.
Okay, VR Investments and Insurance, 13 Beacon Avenue, Romeoville, Illinois, 815-886-4678.
May I be one of the first to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and a great Merry Christmas. Okay, thank you very much. This is the time of the year that Gregory Severson wants to talk to you, because this show right now is being produced in November. You may see it in December, but guess what comes next after that? 2015, and 2015 is tax season.
It is. It's coming right around the corner, so it comes on pretty quick. So.
Yeah. Well, tell us about your firm. Now, this is a Joliet firm. The name is automatically recognized, but go ahead.
It's Cordano, Severson and Associates. We've been in the Joliet area for 50 years. We just celebrated our 50th anniversary, so we do quite a few small businesses in Joliet, and that's why Tim and I got together and started Will by Will locally way back when, 5 years ago. It's our 5-year anniversary.
5-year anniversary today?
Well, in
Well,
January,
it's today.
yeah.
It's
December,
today.
January. It's today, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna celebrate it today.
Celebrating it today. That's right. So
I just saw Tim
yeah.
Reilly come in there.
He just
Is
walked
that
in,
a
yep.
is that a Wienermobile he has there?
I
That
didn't know if he brought that out tonight, or it might be a little chilly for that one. So.
It might be a little chilly. Well, how about a little bit of advice for folks out there who are still doing their own tax returns and are still getting the dining room table? Do they still do that?
They still do, and then they throw them in a shoebox and haul it into us a little later. So, yeah, it's some people still try to do it with their TurboTax and stuff, but we're fairly reasonable. So, we try to make sure we can try to save them at least enough money to pay for our fees or whatever. So, is always our goal. So, to make it easier for them, they don't need that stress.
Yeah. Why do the stress?
So-
Have these folks take care of you. Give us a phone number and where you're located.
We're at 2321 Plainfield Road. It's Crest Hill, just up the hill, almost to the mall, and on Route 30 there. And the phone number is 815-744-1900.
I want to thank you for you and Tim Reilly coming up with this idea.
Yeah.
Great concept.
Thank you. Thank you. It's worked out great.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, well, hosting tonight's Buy Local Alliance is David Nelson. And first of all, thank you for
Welcome,
hosting.
Richard. Thanks for coming, and I hope everybody has a great evening. Looks like they're really starting to come in now, so we invited quite a few extra guests. Hope they show up and they even join the organization.
It's sort of a holiday party.
Holiday party.
got the tree out and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, and the adult beverages, like you said, right? Yeah.
The adult beverages.
We had
But
to decorate for Christmas,
well, but we're only when you see this show, the Festival of Trees and the beginning of the whole season will start, and you need to, because Tim Reilly is really busy over there right now, and we did get the Severson to talk a little bit about the organization, but I want the website, all of that in there, so the folks who will see many of these people here tonight, but they may think, we ought to join that, and so. What's the website, and do you know how much it costs on an annual basis?
I really don't know, but it's
It's
very
70
inexpensive.
$70.
The girls pay my bills for me. I don't sign too many checks, but
We'll get Tim Reilly over here and find out how much that is. What's the website?
I tell you what, it's willbuylocal.org, and I'll tell you, there's nothing like getting your store cleaned up. It's like having a party at your house. Your guests come over and say, "How do you keep your house so nice?" We've been working really hard the last couple of weeks just to get ready for Christmas and ready for this organization to come in, and we welcome everybody here tonight.
The store looks great. We have some shots of the store, and this happens every single month, correct?
Yes, every month someone else hosts it, and they called me, Reilly called me up and asked me if I'd do it in November. I said it's perfect, right before Christmas, Thanksgiving, so I'd like to thank everybody for coming, and thank you, Richard.
You bet. Thank you for hosting.
Thank
And we're going to continue talking to some more of the folks that you ought to be shopping at their stores and businesses. We are at David Nelson Exquisite Jewelers on Jefferson. This is the November meeting of the Buy Local Alliance, and I think we got a picture of this. If we don't, we're going to come by it, because whether it's Christmas or whether it's Easter or in the middle of summer, this man, Aquascape Chicago, keeps the aquarium clean, good-looking, and the fish alive.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yep.
Now, where are you from?
Actually from Shanahan.
Shanahan, beautiful Shanahan. That's where your company is?
Born, raised, never escaped.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. The only problem with being from Shanahan is that your speaker, Scott Slocum, is from Shanahan as well. You do know that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he is. Great guy, the voice of WJOL. He is the speaker here tonight. We've got a word or two with Scott. I am not familiar with your company. Tell us about it. Tom Smith, by the way, is the owner.
We do aquarium maintenances, setup, and design. We actually have a storefront at 23956 South Northern Illinois Drive, in which we do marine and exotic freshwater fish.
How long have you been doing that?
5 years and a bachelor's degree.
Wow. Now that's somewhat of a unique business.
Yes, sir. It is a very on-call business.
And what kind of categories or what kind of businesses have aquariums?
Actually, we do a lot of businesses, residential, doctor's offices, restaurants. Pretty much if someone has a fish enthusiast, we work with them.
Do it. What's the biggest aquarium you have that people, you know, if I went to XYZ store or office?
Olivet Nazarene. They have
Kankakee.
650 gallon.
Wow. Now, where is that at?
It's actually on the main floor of Reed Hall of Science.
Is that your alumni?
Yep.
I
And
don't know
then
why I thought that, but I figured you
they're working on a 6,000 gallon.
Wow. You know, if you ever go down there, by the way, and someone says, well, we're going to see so-and-so at the chapel, the little chapel. That little chapel holds, I don't know, thousands of people, right?
Yeah, the new chapel.
Yeah. It's amazing campus, great school, and a great company, Aquascape Chicago. Tom Smith, owner and operator, and a quick phone number for the folks.
It's area code 815-474-0558.
Great. Thank you very much. Take care. Mr. Jim Boucher, first of all, good evening. Welcome.
Thank you, and thanks for having us tonight.
It's good to have you here at Nelson Exquisite Jewelers. This is the November meeting of the Will Buy Local Alliance. That's what it's called. I'll get that. Before this show is over with, I'll get that name down. Tim Reilly will help me. He's been busy getting everything set up at Scott Slocum because after the social hour, they do have a little bit of a meeting. How long have you been a member?
Since the inception. So what has it
Really?
been? Probably about 5 years, 5.5 years now.
I was told through reliable sources that January is your anniversary.
It is.
And what are you going to be doing for January? Kind of jumping into lake, polar dives, and stuff like that?
Not quite. We do it. We're planning a party, a social party, kind of our holiday party, but we're going to do it in January. We're going to do it down in Shanahan Lanes, where we're going to have a nice little benefit dinner, that type of thing. And then we're going to have a bowling outing. So that should be fun.
Great, yeah.
Great opportunity for some of the businesses to really kind of intermix, not on a business level, but just kind of to hang out and meet everybody.
And you know, January, it's still an important month, but this is the month everybody's rushing around into Christmas and all the holiday stuff that goes on. And the sales and, you know, retailers are busy. November and December. They take a little bit of a breath in January and then start up all over again in February. You, of course, are the adjunct and the ancillary and the support team for many of these businesses. Tell us about the printing press of Joliet.
We do just about any type of printing you need, everything from computer forms, checks, to all the promotional forms you might need too, meaning brochures, coffee cups, pens, mugs, T-shirts. Again, I tell people the easiest way to do it is if it's printed, we can do it.
You can do it.
Is what I tell everybody.
That's the printing press, and
we're in Crest Hill, local company, so remember to buy local. At least give the local guy a chance. Even if you don't buy, at least give him a chance to quote the job.
give them a call.
Everybody would appreciate it.
What's the phone number?
We're at 815-725-0018.
James, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Well, as we go through the group here tonight, we have business owners and we have customers who are coming in and actually buying, and the clerks are taking care of them when they're not serving drinks and food. We also have family who are also in business, and I have two of them right here. On my right is Bob.
Bob Catalano.
And you are?
Dave Nelson's brother-in-law.
There you go. And what do you do outside of this store during the week?
I consult for Meat Electric. It's an electric company.
I know. Everybody knows that.
Everybody
If you
knows
drive down the street, you got to know Mead Electric.
You see a truck every once in a while.
Every once in a while. And when we see that truck, we go, oh, my God, no. I'm just joking. But that's usually when the lights are flashing. There's a Mead Electric truck there solving the problem. And then one of the largest, most well-known Chicagoland real estate developer anywhere is
in the Inland Real Estate Group.
Inland Real Estate Group. And you are?
I'm Sue Catalano. I'm Annie's sister, Dave's sister-in-law.
Yeah, and that, I'm not kidding. I used to do some work in that area, and I well know the inland folks are big time. Do you have to travel to Chicago, or can you do it from home?
I work out of Oak Brook.
Out of
It's
Oak
their
Brook.
main headquarters.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, when you say Chicago, if you're out, say you're in Aruba, and someone says, well, where are you from? What do you say? Chicago, right? Yeah. Well, have a great time.
Thank you.
And great meeting you. And the in-laws are here. I'm so glad that Dr. Cutler is here.
Thank you. Nice.
And I think I've known this man, I don't know, off and on for, I don't know, maybe 10 years, maybe longer. You have new location, actually 2 new locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
370 Hobart Road. We bought the building, renovated it, moved our main practice there, and then in May we started CNC Vision Gallery downtown Chicago and Cass.
Well, tell us a little bit about you and your 2 businesses.
Okay. We're at the Will Buy Local meeting because I like to stress to everyone we are local. We're local eye care providers. We produce our glasses here in Will County. We all of our employees are here in Will County. I live and sponsor teams and events here in Will County. And we provide full service eye care, contact lenses, eyeglasses, eye services at both locations. So
you've had an interesting story this summer. We had walking tours, and around the corner is a museum, and places where the Route 66 people will walk through the downtown area. And I happen to know from some of your staff in the downtown location that you had people buying your sunglasses.
Right.
Tourists.
All right.
We need sunglasses and
Yeah.
come into your place.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing about CNC Vision Gallery, too. Being downtown Joliet in the summer, we've had foreigners coming in wanting to do the Route 66 tour, and they're buying sunglasses before they start their tour.
Great?
Yeah, it's fun.
great.
Yeah.
But for you need your eyes checked. That's not something you want to just leave go. Oftentimes people do, and sometimes when you do that, it gets to be a problem. How often should people have a checkup?
Annually. It's suggested annually to check for any hidden eye diseases.
Okay. All right. They're going to have some kind of meeting coming up here right now. Your phone number and with the main phone number?
815-729-9143.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Doctor. Take care. Rick Bishop, first of all, welcome. Good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yes, it has been a couple of years.
Yeah, busy man.
Very busy.
What kind of business do you have?
We have a portrait studio, and we do some business photography, as in product and business, general business photography, and also I produce e-cards, which is an electronic e-card using your face and video.
And that's relatively new for you, isn't it?
It is brand new to the world.
Great, great. And the name of the company, of course, is Rick Bishop Photography. As both what you also mentioned, you also do some videography as well.
Correct. Mainly for businesses, and also in producing my e-card, which is a electronic business card that talks about your business and what you do, and also then you can instantly connect with that person through a email or a phone number.
Okay, so now how does it, if I had an e-card, now I have a business card, I have your business card here. So what's the difference between this and your e-card?
The e-card lives on your phone, your tablet, or your computer.
Okay.
And
So you just show it.
You just show it and send it. I would show it to you. I would take either your phone number if you use texting or your email address, and I would send you my e-card electronically, and you would then have a way to instantly add my contact information
To your phone.
back to your phone or your contact list in your phone, or call me or email me.
Yeah, that's great. That replaces the card. Like you have a nice card here, and I can tell you if you would come to my office and see all the cards I have, they're not alphabetical. They're just everywhere in piles. And this is such a great idea, the e-card, because you'll put it in your contact, get it in your database right away, and then all you need to do is like that, and you've got Rick Bishop.
Correct.
Your phone number?
815-735-4506.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. You know, if you haven't noticed, it's cold, it's sleety, it's ugly, and then all of a sudden the sun will come out. Perfect weather to take care of your car, and I've got two gentlemen right here who's going to take care of your car, keep it looking sparkling clean, because they are from Clean Image Car Wash and Detail. Craig? Yep. Come right over here, Craig.
Nice to meet you, sir.
And I know you have a last name.
Craig Slowick from Clean Image Car Wash and Detailing in Plainfield on Route 59.
Yeah, I know it well. And you are?
I am Mike. I'm the manager over at the car wash.
Great. All right, so what is it? Is there a season for this? Is it now?
Generally speaking, is from Thanksgiving to Easter when the people want to get the salt, protect their car, and then in the summer months more of the professional detailing and more of the interior type of cleanup. So now it's like come in, get a full serve wash, get an exterior wash, you could get a detail, you can get a polish, you get a wax for the protector from the salt. So there's a lot of options you could do with it. And we've been in business for 16 years now in the same location and family run business.
Yeah. And you have survived all kinds of things on Route 59. They've widened it, they've lowered it, they've
Went down the road, went up.
If you can survive on Route 59, think about the folks north of you now who are going through all of this in Naperville. They've got like 2 years to go. But let me ask you this on the company Clean Image Car Wash and Detail. You've been in business this long. You've been manager for X amount of years.
About a year.
About a year. Okay. And is this something that? I mean, how did you get into the business? How did you get in this business?
I used to run a car wash for a Lexus dealership in Chicago.
Ah, okay. All right. And that kind of advice we're getting here, I just talked to somebody who just bought a new BMW. I forget who it was. It wasn't on the air. And one of the things that the dealer told the new owner was keep this car clean outside and inside. Now, I know a lot of you are like me. Yeah, you keep the outside of the car clean, but the inside, if you're a salesman, you're driving around that car all day long, and you're stopping in at McDonald's, and you're swinging over here at this place, or you're stopping at this restaurant, you got a lot of that stuff in the car, and it all goes on the floor. You got vacuums, you got detail on this. It adds what to the car?
It adds value to the car, it protects it. It's kind of like if you take care of yourself, you last longer and it's more reliable. And one other thing we do offer now is a monthly wash program where you can wash your car for less than 70 cents a day, every day if you wanted to, once a day for the whole month. So it's kind of nice, to get the outside. And then if you do that, you can get your inside done too. So
Good. All right, so in order to do that, if you don't know anything about this Clean Image Car Wash and Detail, we're going to get the number right now. What's the phone number?
Area code 815-439-9730.
Great. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you. You can also go to the website where there's monthly specials at cleanimagecarwash.com. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Okay, take care, guys. We have a secret to share with you, so get ready for this, okay? We have a merging of two giant companies. Now, two great companies are coming together, and you're going to love this idea, the great concept. First of all, many of you old-timers out there remember the Twin Door, right? It's on Route 30. Fritz's Whorehouse has been there how long?
Twin Door's been there since 1958, but now it's Fritz's Poorhouse for the last 6 years.
Last 6 years. And your name is?
Lena Horvat.
And you're the owner?
My husband and I, yes, Ed Horvat and Lena, yes.
Great. That's a great Joliet name, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I do. I'm learning that.
You're learning that. That's right. All right. We're going to learn more about Fritz's Poorhouse because that's there now. They've been there for 6 years. And guess what? Over here, I have Sheffy's Holiday Catering representative and owner, no doubt, is...
My name is Paula Taylor, and my husband is Sheffy. His name is Jason Taylor, and we are doing business out of Crest Hill right now, and we are excited to announce that we are moving over to Fritz's Poorhouse to do all the food at Fritz's Poorhouse.
Fantastic. Come just a little bit closer here so I can talk to both of you, both of you at the same time. So when does this happen? Now this is going to be on probably the last week of November, first week of December.
Okay. We're hoping to open, or the food is hoping to go in sometime in January. We don't have a date yet.
All right, 2015, be watching for it, and I'm sure you're going to have signs and banners, and you'll probably be on the patch and the different media announcing this, the Herald News. And so tell me about Fritz's Poorhouse. I love that, P-O-U-R
That's right.
House. Where'd you come up with that name?
Well, Fritz is Ed's dad who built the building, Fred Horvat. That was his nickname, Fritz.
Okay.
And he wanted to somehow pay tribute to him when we remodeled, and he named it Fritz's Poorhouse.
And this is, you're building on a tradition and a business that's been there since the 50s. How's it? And you've had it for 6 years now?
Well, his family has always owned it.
Yeah, but I mean the new.
Yeah, and we changed the name when we remodeled to, just because we, made some changes and wanted to kind of separate it from Twin Door, because Twin Door Liquors is still there, the liquor store. So, yeah.
All right, so take me through the door. I'm coming through this little brick place. Yeah. So as you come through, you're going to see what makes it a special place.
Well, we have a lot of dark woods, and it's very homey. Basically, it looks more pubbish, and it's very inviting and welcoming.
And you and your husband look like you are inviting, so I'm sure your husband is, and Mr. Taylor probably is, Sheffy. And tell me about the food. Now I have it here, all kinds of good stuff that you're going to be offering in January 2015.
Yes. Well, we have daily specials every day. We are closed on Monday. Tuesdays we have Sheffy's pork chops. You do not need a knife. We advertise that you don't need a knife, and you don't. Wednesday we do cabbage rolls. Thursdays is pot roast. Fridays we do our fish fry and fried chicken. Saturdays fried chicken and ribs. And Sundays we usually do another fried chicken special. But we have a full menu. Our burgers are fresh ground. He also fresh tenderizes our poor boys. Everything is homemade. That's one thing that we pride ourselves on, is everything is homemade. The only thing that we aren't making homemade right now is the French fries, and that could change. Even our salad dressings are homemade. Our croutons for the salads are homemade. Everything is homemade.
Now, one thing, right now, you're open for catering and banquets and...
Yes, we are open for catering through the month of December. Mm-hmm.
All right, now, this will be a little confusing, but you're going to be watching this in 2014, so I'm going to have you give the number for catering
Okay.
right now.
Our catering number is 815-641-8776. You can go to our website, which is sheffyskitchen.com. You can like us on Facebook, Sheffy's Kitchen. There's plenty of ways to get hold of us.
Great. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Wish you well with that. And now your phone number and the exact location, because I keep saying everybody knows where it's at. There are a lot of people who do not.
The address is 1511 Plainfield Road, which is Route 30 in Joliet. The phone number is 815-729-1530.
Great. Thank you very much. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you for your time.
As you merge together.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye now. Another successful meeting, Tim Reilly. 5-year anniversary coming up in January.
Oh, I'm so proud of it. I couldn't be more proud.
And, well, just in case you just tuned in, we are at what?
David Nelson's Jewelry, but we're at the Will Buy Local meeting. We have a meeting every month, and we pick a different local business to have it at.
And it's been great. We've had an opportunity to share with you some of the business owners from all over Will County, not just Joliet. And I think that's important as well, because we have independent, family-owned, managed, and ownerships all over this county. And One of the things that the concept is, and I'll have you elaborate on it a bit more, when you shop local, what takes place?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because this morning I was listening to WJOL, which is our local station, and I was listening to Scotty talk about the show tonight because he's our guest speaker. And he was talking about how if you spend your money in town, the money stays in town. If you go online or, I don't know, go with some of the big box places, the money doesn't stay in town. I mean, it literally could go all over the world. And I was sitting there listening to him, and I thought, you know, I've told that story about 1,000 times, but when you hear somebody else say it, excuse me, I go, when you hear somebody else say it, it kind of stuck in my head, and I'm like, you know, I've been preaching this for years, and it felt so good to hear him say it, and hopefully somebody else out there was listening and thought, you know what, they're right. We got to keep our money in town, because when you spend money with the local businesses, they sponsor the local teams, they go to your church, and I always say, when you walk into a place, before you grab onto that handle, go, who owns this place? Do I know who owns this place? And if you don't know who owns this place, go down to the street to the guy that you do know who owns it.
Yeah, because businesses in Will County, practically any category you can think of is independently owned. I can't think of one business that you need or like to, you know, whether it's a car dealer, because we've got local car dealers here in town, and obviously jewelry stores. We even have a local hot dog vendor here, which is...
I heard of that guy.
But actually, that's a bit of a misnomer. I know it's Babe's Hot Dogs, but that's just one of the many items that you have. And I happen to like, dare I say it, I like your hamburgers.
We have, and I'm not kidding you, and I'll tell you a story. I've been open for 25 years. Our business has been in town for almost 40 now, because my parents started way back when down on Center Street. And about a year or two ago, my sister comes in and she goes, I had one of your hamburgers the other day. She goes, they're the best hamburgers in town. I go, you've never had one of our hamburgers? She goes, no, I've never had one. I go, I can't believe that. I mean, and it's kind of funny. I have people say to me all the time, go, you know, we were going to stop at your place. I didn't feel like a hot dog. I'm like, oh my God, we have 20 other sandwiches on the menu. And we try really hard, because everything we do is homemade, and we make even like the salads and the wraps and all that kind of stuff. We do it right in front of you. So you see that it's fresh. We take the burgers. I mean, we literally take a ball of burger, put it on this thing, and we squish it down, and it's homemade. It doesn't get any more homemade than that.
And not only that, Tim's out, Taste of Joliet, the Race Fan Rally, the cruise nights, other events throughout Will County. You're going to find Babe's Hot Dogs out there vending, and there's something special about Tuesdays that... Is it Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Crazy Tuesday?
Yeah, we do half-price hot dogs, and it just goes nuts. And it's a fun day. It's a hard day, but it's a fun day. You know what I mean? You work your butt off. You really do, and so do all my employees, and they're such great workers. But it's a good day. You have fun. I mean, you see all your customers that day, and it's just fun. And, you know, you talked about us doing all the different events and stuff like that. That's the one thing I learned from my dad a long time ago. You have to be a part of the community. And that's why very seldom do I say no. Usually if I say no, it's because I got something else going on.
Right. Well, you can only be in one place, usually one place at one time. You mentioned something that's also interesting. You mentioned it earlier, but when you go into Babe's, I see at least 7 people. There may be more, but those are employed, and they're local people that you're employing.
It's funny you should say that. We were trying to figure out how many years we've been at the store at the corner of Jefferson and Caterpillar Drive, because we started at a smaller place. And the one girl said, February 1st, we'll have been there 13 years. And she goes, I know that because I've worked for you 14 years. The other girl says, I've worked for you 12 years. The other girl goes, I've been here 8 years. And I'm like, that doesn't happen in a fast food restaurant. There's a lot of turnover. I have probably at least 10 people that work for me, and they've all been there more than 5 years and up to 14.
Well, Babe's Hot Dogs, and I suppose I should ask you where it's located.
2600 West Jefferson Street, Joliet, Illinois.
There you go. Tim Reilly, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Great organization, and a great place to have the meeting here at Nelson Exquisite Jewelers on Jefferson. I'm Richard Fedrickson. Thank you for watching.